Good morning, guys. What's going on? Thank you guys for watching the hair transformation video. Where I'm at? I'm at home. Getting ready for work, babes. Hi, my woman. Hi, God of Egypt. Hey, 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 hey. I gotta make you my moderator. How you been? Um, I want to talk to you guys about life in general. And things have been happening to me that has really been an eye opener. I wanted to talk about, okay, first is the Australian with the kids, right? So the kids are banned. If you're under 16, you cannot be on social media. Do you all agree with that? Yes or no? I would say, I'm going to say yes. Why I say yes? Because kids know too much, they're too grown. Um, they're not learning, their materials at school. They're distracted and they're just too grown. And the parents have done that because they think it's cute. They want to be their child's best friend. I understand, but at the same time, you have to show them discipline because if not, they're just going to do what they want to do. They can't even control them now. They don't even want to go to school. They think they just supposed to lay up, not know anything, don't want to do anything, no responsibilities, working. And it's not all. I know it's not all. But that's what 2020 has taught a lot of kids to not be responsible. Um, they think that smoking is a good idea. They think having relationships mean sexual encounters, which they're not ready for. Many young adults, they do have a lot of kids, but the thing is, since the pandemic, we have lost a lot of respect, um, educational wise, and also just a lot of respect from one another. And a lot of people think it's cute that kids are disrespecting or they had them grown or I was looking at this little baby too, right? So he was up here just kissed on a little baby, kissed on the cheek, and the little girl was just standing there like, why are you all up on me? They probably like 2 or 3 years old. So the little baby was showing affection, then gonna turn her head trying to kiss on lip. They broke it. I mean, I said that's not funny or cute. You don't teach your baby to do that. And I know some parents kiss their babies on the lips. Uh, you know, I don't feel like what they showed was appropriate because children's children mock what they see, especially online, and then they see their parents and stuff, and people think it's cute and it's not cute. Um, like the guy came on here a couple of days ago, told me that something was wrong with me because I told him like I like my personal space. People be laughing with you, they be touching on you and pushing. That's the thing I don't like. So he's talking about I'm weird because we was brought up right. That's the thing. You was brought up in your household, but when you're with other people, you don't know about. You don't do that. You can do that with your siblings, but don't do that to other people. And that's what's called boundaries. A lot of people don't lost a lot of respect with that. Kids, parents don't teach children about the value of money as well, especially when you're paying for stuff. Parents don't say nothing, they just stand there when the kids just put the money on the counter. And I said, no, they not like the parents that we had growing up or our grandparents. Our grandparents used to cuss us out, or mom and dad or whatever. You don't do that. You pick that money, no ma'am. She gonna pick it back up and she's gonna hand you the money. They don't do that. You might see two or three, but the rest of everybody else, they just look like they just defunction or whatever, or just rude. You don't do that. But people just, like I said, just don't care. No more mannerism, no more respect. It's just like whatever, people think that you are a slave because you're working at a job that people feel like it's less. No, that person's still a human being. I don't care you working at McDonald's or anywhere. A job is a job. Right. And I be treated like that every day on my job. Like grown people, children, they slap money on the counter. And they looking at you crazy. And most of the time, I just want to just do the same thing back to them. Like, you hand it to me like that, like I'm disgusting or you don't want to touch me. And that's fine. I'm like, I don't want to be touched. But the thing is that that's disrespect. And people don't think karma don't come back to them. Because you don't want nobody to do you like that. You're a great, you know, children or whoever. People just don't know. You don't think when you apply to jobs, people not going to do that? And then people get an attitude. What you getting an attitude for? Why? Why you getting an attitude? Because somebody is trying to tell you about yourself and how you um, act. Nobody's not going to put up with that. But people look at you like you in the wrong. No, babes, you in the wrong. You slamming money on the counter and you act like I'm a prostitute or something. No. And that's what I mean with the young kids. That's why I say like social media and all of that need to be banned from them. They need to be focused on their schoolwork. I When I was growing up, yes, social media was becoming popular. Instagram started in 2010. I was in the 10th grade. Um, but I disciplined myself. When I was in school, my schoolwork came first. So I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't on social media. I used to uninstall the app so I won't get distracted with my work. That's how I discipline myself. I didn't play that, and that's why a lot of people in school felt like I was weird or whatever the case may be. It wasn't that I was weird. I was disciplining myself. I didn't do that. And then I said, okay, when Friday come, I would be on social media. That's how that's how it was. Like especially with my math work and stuff, I didn't play that because I wanted to graduate. I wasn't thinking about no boys. I wasn't thinking about none of that when I was in school. Because what my mom told me, uh, them books are your boyfriends, and that's why them girls used to roll their eyes at me and be. I guess they probably said, oh, she thinks she all that. No, my parents just didn't play that. My schoolwork came first. I wasn't thinking about no little boys. I wasn't thinking about they. To what 12th grade year, I wanted to go out and date, but a lot of people just didn't know how to take me, so they started rumors and um, talking about me, and that's how people are. And can you control what people say? No. Um, but it was very hurtful and distasteful what I was hearing. But at the end of the day, people just don't care how you feel, and you can just be the kindest person in the world. And with me, I always wanted people to be my friend and, be by me and this and that. But at the end of the day, God was like, no, you be on your own. You do what you need to do. You know, I didn't have friends, of course. I mean, I had people in school, but I didn't have true friends. And they was backstabbers. And I had to learn. But it comes and goes. I put my heart on the sleeve. And, but yeah, but I think it is important for children to not be on social media. And yeah, we just talked about that, about the grocery store. Like, the lady, she was acting like the cashier was her servant, like she's supposed to do this and that, and she didn't even try to help out as well. And that's what the downfall I have seen in, with blacks. Like, we don't help one another. We get jealous. Well, I don't get jealous. I already know the deal. There are going to be women that are going to look better than me. They're going to know more than me. But when it comes down to me, I don't know. People feel like I'm an intimidation, my glow. I say that because my mother had a talk with me already when I was younger. So I don't feel competition with anybody because I know I like to be inspired. I like to uplift people. But people feel like, oh, she's fake, and just start a lot of rumors. How am I fake? How? How am I fake? I can look directly dead in people's eyes like this, because you could tell people they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to have a conversation. They look all the way around, but I do that a little bit, like, this and that, but I look straight at you because I don't have to lie. I don't have to give anybody validation of how I'm feeling or whatever. I look you directly in your eyes, and a lot of people can't do that. But I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, but with that, I feel like do, um, I feel like that's a good choice for kids under 16 to not be on social media. Um, they said because of the digital ID, because they want you to use your ID to these platforms. Instagram, they want to use this identity thing, so they talk about make sure that you're real, because a lot of people were getting paid, making these channels or pages. So they said they was cutting that out. So I don't know how true that really is, but um, all I have to say is that I don't think children should be on social media, in my honest opinion. I think when they're at least 17, they can. It is just too much sexualism. Hush, King Rooster. It is. It's really too much sexualism, and it's just really too much being exposed on social media that I don't think kids should see. Um, I don't care. People tell me, well, they gonna know about it when they get older. That's the point. When they get older, they don't need to know about stuff when they're younger. They need to be still fresh. They need to be focused on school, and you know, I understand, because also young girls. Now I do understand this, right? And I should have did a video on this instead, but it's okay. Maybe another time. That young girls are really buying more of the beauty products than the older people, right? So you see little girls from starting at 12 and up. It really between the brackets of 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, they're wearing makeup. And it is sad. And I couldn't wear makeup around those ages. My mom didn't play that. I think the only time I wore makeup when I graduated from high school was my 12th grade senior prom. That's the only time I can wear makeup in my life. I was about, what, 18, 17 or 18, graduating, and I couldn't wear it. No makeup around like these young girls. And so it is a different generation. It's a different breed. And I understand a lot of parents having a fit because they don't want their young daughters to know about makeup at an early age or feel like makeup make them beautiful. The only reason where I wear makeup is because I am in the public. I am working. I am not 12 years old. I'm not in elementary. I'm not in middle school. I'm definitely not in high school. But when you get older, your appearance does change. So as me becoming a young adult, I graduated high school, going to college. So it is for me, I do want to, you know, spice it up a little bit, but not too much. But it's just that people have so much negativity telling me that I am provocating young girls to wear makeup. I am not the only one that started makeup. I did not start on TikTok back in 2021. I didn't even know about TikTok like that. I heard about it. I was suspicious. But in 2022, I got into it because that was helping pushing my channel and my people to notice me, to see who I am and what I do, what I'm about, where I'm coming from. But at the same time, there were young girls watching my channel. I didn't know, and my channel on YouTube was not made for kids. But that's how smart these kids are, and that's why I was having conversations with people who are around my age, and I had to tell them like, hey, you got to tone that down because we do have, kids that watch my channel. I said I don't know how they found me, but it does says no, my channel's not for kids because I'm in my age group. Yes, I do talk about hello. I do talk about um life in general. And I talk about things that goes on in the teenagers, and that's the honest truth. I missed you too. Yes, I'm finna talk about something that you finna love, and I want you to see how I feel. Okay, intuitive, but it's just that a lot of people feel like you are a problem. Well, so yeah, these kids, yeah, they know too much. They're too grown. They don't want to read. They don't want to be in a child's place. They know too much. So I do agree for Australia to ban social media for them from them if they're under 16, because they don't need to know certain things right now. It's not the environment where it is that's part of it, but too the celebrities take a part of it too. Like people been talking about, prep. And we also been talking about the downfall of hip hop. Hip hop used to talk about important things like what's going on in the real world, the racism, it wasn't about females shaking their butts, all the time. It was about having a voice, being educated. We don't have that in today's hip hop because everybody is not intelligent and half of them don't know how to read. And everybody tell me, oh, I want to be like Tupac. How you want to be like Tupac? You're not educated. You're not respecting women. Y'all go to different nationalities and y'all downplay on black women. Y'all talk about black women. Y'all let them talk about us. And you know, with their culture, they're not gonna let you disrespect. That's the thing I have an issue with. You know, and it's you see a lot of that now. They hate black people like every nationality you see now. Everybody, ever since I'm gonna call him the Antichrist that's in office. Everybody want to come out and just, oh, I don't like Black Americans. Either your favorite actors, your singers, rappers, and you know, like I tell everybody, since 2020, everybody been showing their true colors, and that's why a lot of people, um, I think like Nia Long and Taraji P Henson, um, and many more have kind of like not directly but indirectly say like you just don't know like the people that y'all clap for, they are very rude, they're very disrespectful, and they're racist. They're racist. And people, I just look too because people try to make fun remarks, like you're stupid, you're uneducated. And it's kind of sad now that we don't have that, we stand together, we're going to fight. Black Americans don't want to do that. Uh, yeah, I rather, yeah, me too. I rather I'd rather for the people who are racist to be upfront too. Like, oh, I don't like blacks. Okay, scratch you off my list. You know, it is what it is. It's that disease of hatred spiritually. It is. I was into all of that. And then, I have been going through a spiritual warfare as well. A lot of people say this word of being a chosen one, being a black sheep of the family, which I do feel like I am. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I just don't understand. You can be so positive and so uplifting, but I think too, because people get jealous because you have a light and you have boundaries, right? With me, people overlook me because they don't want me to get attention. Hey, Samuel. And the number one thing, it do be your kin that do be jealous of you. And it is sad. And it's just like, wow. You know, um, it's just sad because you think people celebrate you and uplift you, but at the same time, they go against you and talk about you. And people don't want to see you do good. And I know you guys been asking me like, Modest, why your family or such and such don't celebrate you or, and to be honest, we're not really close. Most of my family, we're not. And I'm not lying and I'm not trying to shame anybody, but it's the truth. I talked to someone yesterday and they said, yeah, they jealous of your light. I spoke to someone on the outside. They don't know me like that, and I just asked them for their expertise, and they said, yeah, they don't know you like that. They jealous of you. They're jealous of your light. And I said, well, because I feel like since I'm not out there like that, um, they just feel a certain way about me. Because most time people feel like, thank you. Because some people feel like they think that I'm better than them. And it's not the truth. Why you feel that way towards me? Or they feel like they better than me because I don't drink, I don't smoke. But the thing is, if we're a family, why would you want that loved one to be in that environment like that? Why are you trying to force them to um, do things? And I see other people with their families, and they don't force them to do that. They be protecting them, and they still have a good time. But it seems like with me, oh, she thinks she all that, or she thinks she's better. But why you want the person y'all talking about, oh, I love you and this and that, why you want them to mess up their lives of being drunk or smoking because you do it? You shouldn't want them to do what you doing. I mean, that's my perseverance. That's how I see it. But I am in the wrong, or I'm jealous of them. But how am I jealous? That's the thing too. I don't like when people lie. I don't like when people lie on me. I don't have no respect for you. I don't want to have no dealings with you. Um, that's just how I am. I don't like people lying on me. Hey, Earl. Southern Spice, chosen ones. Yeah, that's what people say. I'm chosen one, the black sheep of the family to break the generational curses. You kind of have a I don't want to be bothered look, laugh out loud. No, I don't. – That's you just judging. I don't want to be bothered. You don't ask me. That's just you judging. That's just, that could have come to you and say, well, you kind of like a elf boy, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's judging somebody. But I don't play. I mean, I'm not gonna play with people, and I'm not gonna have people take advantage of me. But that never stopped people before. But I'm good enough for people um, to ask me stuff, try to use me, but I'm not good enough, to ask me to be a part of something. But you want to ask me stuff that you can use me for, and that's why I be listening to Storm Monroe. He was saying that you know people who are kind and this and that, we do get effed over. We do. I'm good. How are you? We do. Because people feel like, oh, we nice, they can take advantage. And I just feel like that hurts. And people don't want to see or hear how you feeling because they don't want to. And that's why I feel like just people just very demonic. They don't care how you feel. They don't care where you coming from. The first thing they're gonna say, girl, what you talking about? I love you, whatever. And or they roll their eyes and she always think it's about her. That's haters. Cause that's the first thing people gonna say. Oh, she think it's about her. It's not. What if? Okay, what if it is about me? It's my feelings. But if it's about you, like you trying to do, then you want me to feel sorry for you or be in the wrong. No. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much, Linda. King Rooster Hush. But no, I'm for real. Like, I'm completely serious. Like, you get tired of people trying to F over on you. And it's not about, oh, it's just people don't know how to come across you. And people just feel like they can just use you when they get ready. And it's a no. And people be all right. It's okay. And I'm not upset when people don't invite me to stuff because, oh, I didn't know you wanted to come or you could have came. You didn't want me to come. You didn't invite me. I'm not upset, but it's cool because I know where we stand, and that's how you feel about me. Because y'all think that everybody supposed to smoke and everybody supposed to drink. Everybody not with that time. Yeah, I could come there and just have fun. What's the problem? Y'all think having fun, everybody supposed to drink. No, that's low life to me. But that's why I said it's okay because I feel like next year gonna be my year. I'm gonna have people that gonna come in my life for a good reason, in a good season, and my life is gonna be for the better. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not worrying about people no more. Um, I think God moves in mysterious ways of letting me see how people are. People can lie in your face. Oh, I'm so proud of you, and this and that. Then they turn on you, and people don't want you to. People do not want you to shine, and I had to learn that. People want to keep you down and beneath them. Like people were telling me, I'm not gonna be about nothing. Oh, she just sitting in the house. She ain't trying to do nothing about her life. She don't be going out. You don't know what I do. And they think it's funny. You don't. They be looking stupid. I have went on dates. I'm not publicizing. I'm not gonna put them on social media for what? We're not together. We haven't been. If I don't date the person at least 6 months, I'm not gonna put you on social media or a year. But I don't put my personal business on social media because there's a thing called spiritual warfare. A lot of people don't be happy for you. People put negative energy towards your relationships. People don't want you to be happy or go in the right direction in life. Misery, when was it misery is company or something like that? People want you to be miserable out here. Like I tell people all the time, you don't have friends. You don't. A lot of people don't want to see you do good. People don't want you to prevail and uplift. And that's that general curse. That's what it is, that negative energy. They don't want you to do good. I've been held back from so much. 12 years being at a job that doesn't care about me. They only just care about what they can get out of you. And that's how I feel about within my kin, my family. They don't care. They probably watching now, but they don't support me. They don't support my channel. But they business, I support it. I support it. But people always want to say that I'm jealous. Why I'm jealous if I'm supporting you? I don't have to be here. What I'm jealous of. I hate when people lie on me. Then they be want to fight. That's what that's about. They want to fight. See, when you don't convey and people want you to be a slave to them, that's what that's about. And I hate that we went through that of the slave mentality because that's how our own people do their own people. Especially when you look nice and they look at skin color. And people who are not as light as you or they dark, they have that jealousy. And you have that glow about you. It's really not about looks. I'm going to take that back. It is about that a little bit, but it's about your personality, how you went through a lot and you glowing and you prevail and you showcase people that I went through a lot. I was being called ugly, fat, unattractive. People wanted me to have low self-esteem. They didn't care about me. Um, they wanted me to really fail. They wanted me to mess up my life. Either they wanted me to be overweight, have a lot of babies, um, be unattractive, poor. That's what that negative thing is. That's what it is. People still put their life on social media. Yeah, people got to showcase that they got money. They're going out of town. I don't do all that, and that's why people be looking at me strange. I don't. Why I need validation? Why? I don't need validation to. Let me see what kind of lipstick. Cardi B is like a nudish pink. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow palette, but I never did that, especially dating, cause like I said, cause people don't be happy for you. When you have a good looking man and that really likes you, people want to come in and mess it up because they be jealous. And that's why I don't talk about who I'm dating or who I'm seeing because people don't be happy for you. So, like a lot of people, they can judge me, say things. Okay, you don't know my life. It don't bother me. You want to get under my skin. That's what that is. I just be like, okay. Then they get mad. Who you talking to? I be like, you. You don't scare me. And I hate when people bring up, oh, that's your family, this and that. So what? They act like people on the outside, strangers. The ones that's closer to me hurted me the most. Telling me I'm not going to be nothing. Try to discourage me for having opportunities, doing opportunities in my lifetime because they didn't want me to outshine them. And that's what it was. Yeah, and people post a lot on social media because they want validation. They want to be known. They want to be seen. They want to be like these celebrities. I don't care about that. I done seen most of the celebrities in my life, and it is a different energy when you do see them because it's just like they just regular people. A couple of weeks ago, I just saw Emmanuel Hudson brother, Philip Hudson. I don't know if y'all know them. They was the first like comedians. I know Spoken Reasons and was out too. You know, they were just making parrots. You know, making funny videos on YouTube. And he came in there because the girl said, "I know you." He said, "No, you don't." And I know I can't look. I said he do look familiar, but I was just like, whatever. You know, I just spoke like a regular person, and that's who it was. I met Kiki Wyatt a couple years back. The guy who played on Tyler Perry shows, Lucian, the bald head guy. I don't know his real name. He been playing a lot of stuff too. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said it's gonna be on Al such and such. Crime Mob, the group Crime Mob. Princess come where I'm at, and Diamond. One time I seen her. I think they said Young Dro came in there. Who else I saw? But anyway, people. I don't know King Rooster. I don't know. Don't ask me. But yeah, I done met most of everybody. I was like, okay, that's it. They was down to earth. I took a picture with Kiki Y, but my phone. I hate that my phone just. She had on a rose gold wig. It was pretty. It was like long, loose curl. And she said, "You was having me this the whole entire time." And you was, I said, "Yes, because that's what, when you a worker, never step out of your workplace. You continue on doing what you're supposed to do. I don't be, oh my God, it's you. No, I don't do that. I just like, hey, how you doing? I assist, and I keep going. And I didn't want to bother her about getting a picture. But I just, I was doing my job. But as long as they'll remember me, see my face, I'm good. I'm not like that. And I never posted a picture on social media of me and her. I never did. I like to keep stuff to myself. So I don't have to prove anything to anybody because people be like, yeah, right, you seen. I'm like, okay. I don't have no validation to prove nothing to you. Nothing. And I use this eyeshadow palette. I just don't. But yeah, I just been I've been heartbroken and disappointed. But like I said, when you do have a light and you're the black sheep of the family, a lot of people don't care about your feelings. I'm just being completely honest. People gonna lie. They don't care you crying. They'll fake support you. Um, they'll be fake like, oh, and that fakeness. Because they jealous. People be so jealous of what you have, your light, how people interact with you. Especially me dealing with on my job. Like I'm the black female, really there only. It is three. There are two other girls that work there, but I've been there the longest, right? And I know where things are. And people be thinking that I'm the manager, and I'm not. So the owner get jealous. She tried to be funny. Then she tried to accuse me of things, and I had told her that Saturday. I told her I don't do that. Why would I do that? um, I know, but I said, but why are you asking me? Why are we having this conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like I had like already cussed you out, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I know you older than me, but you're not respecting me. And that's why I feel like if you don't like black people or y'all don't so-called trust black people, why y'all hire? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like God is showing me, you know, about life in general. being around different cultures, and these different cultures see blacks as ghetto, ugly, unintelligent. You can sell us anything, but when they see me, they feel intimidated. Half of them don't look at me. Half of them try to be funny with me, and I be funny with them back. They look at me crazy. Um, they try to make jokes to me about other black women, and I tell them that's not funny. And I said you shouldn't say that. They look crazy at me, and I said because I know how it is. Cause y'all gonna talk about me. I'm not gonna talk about somebody else. And that's one thing about black people, like black American women. They think because people see you or care to, or have favoritism, in other words. No, I'm not like that at all. So y'all don't know the full story. Y'all just looking. But at the end of the day, with my representation of going to work, putting on makeup, doing my hair, whether I'm wearing a wig or no wig, because people still judging me, I'm showing representation of us every day. Y'all may not see it, y'all may not recognize it, and y'all just don't want to understand it because it's just so much negativity. And I like to just showcase how we really are. Hey, Tranisha, how you doing, babes? So people not gonna get it. People not gonna understand us, and that's okay. Cause at the end of the day, I like to showcase how we really are. We are very intelligent black women, and we like to look nice, and it's very intimidating. So that's why they like to go on a tactic on us, saying that, oh, well, you wear wigs. Yeah, yeah, I wear wigs. What's the problem? We're not the only one that wear wigs. Latinas, whites, they wear wigs. But when blacks do it, oh, it's always a problem. Oh, y'all wearing makeup. Y'all need to stop wearing makeup. And I understand that too. But I wear makeup going to work. Okay? And I'm tired of people trying to judge me, telling me I don't love my skin, I don't love my beauty. I do love my skin, I love my beauty. I'm not bleaching my skin. And you don't think I go through the same thing you go through? I'm doing good, my love. I'm just saying, like, people think because women are lighter or, they dress nice. We go through so much stuff too. They try us, and I never thought in my whole life that I was better than anybody or I was on top. I never did, never was. I still don't. Because at the end of the day, still a black American woman. So I am going to be cornered. They're going to want to humble me. So you just have to really be smart. Working with ignorant people who don't know nothing. They think that they better. And they are intimidated by black women, especially when you look nice, your skin is smooth, and the way you're speaking, how you handle situations. They don't understand that because they see the chaotic, which is being televised on social media or TV, Love and Hip Hop and all of that, Housewives of Atlanta. That's not us. And then sometimes people want to cross you because they want to keep picking on you and putting their hands on you. And then when they get their butt beat really bad, they want to get to hollering, "Oh, she did it. You a shit starter." Excuse my language. They are. The Koreans are shit starters. Excuse me. And Caucasians, because they don't want to see blacks do good. They want to be messy, and they just don't know how to accept us. They don't. And people are like, "Oh, I love black people." Do you, or you just love the ideal of us? So y'all can steal, and y'all don't want to give us recognition, no credit. History repeat itself. That's what's going on. History is repeating itself. People don't want to wake up and see it. And That's what's going on. They really want to divide us, especially from the women. Like, you know, it's sad to see black women talk so bad about black women. And y'all know what really go on because it doesn't happen to you too. Yes, are traumatized. Yes, most of them was SA'd when they was younger. They didn't have no control. They was SA'd by their own family member or somebody, friend of the family that they thought they can trust, and they did that to them. So how dare you talking about blacks, and that's your own race. I don't care how intelligent you are, how smart you are, or Harvard or all these other colleges you went to. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you still black and they're going to call you the N word. Stop being stupid thinking that everybody is not going to go against you one day. History is repeating whether y'all ready for it or not, or y'all ready y'all like it or not. Because it is. History is repeating. That's what I was looking at yesterday as well. Trump done removed Juneteenth and Martin Luther King birthday next year. He wanted to have his February of President's Day. He didn't have to. He to me really didn't have to mess with Martin Luther King. Should have left it alone. Y'all don't do nothing. Y'all like to just start stuff, start wars, and just jealous. And that's the truth. If you are a president, why are you worrying about what blacks and stuff doing? Or you should be worrying about trying to do stuff that's right for this country, not trying to. You're not on the apprentice no more. So what's the big issue? That's not what a president supposed to do. I don't understand that. And people so dumb because they ignorant, full of hate. Oh yeah, he's right and he's a great president and this and that. Then half y'all up here crying. I didn't think it was gonna happen to me. I thought it was gonna happen to black people. Okay. That just shows how ignorant and stupid you are. The Somalians, they feel like they're better than blacks. And I said, where's this hate train coming from? Like for real, where this hate train is coming from? From everybody trying to say, oh, I don't like blacks. I don't deal with blacks. Ain't none of y'all better. Because at the end of the day, you still black. These people not going to care about you. Um, that's just the honest truth, and people don't want to hear the truth. Excuse me. Everybody don't do rugs. But it's just saying, how dare y'all come into the country of America and y'all come here to judge and doing everything. I understand y'all have a system. Hold on. But don't have a hate train because everybody not alike. The Africans don't like black American women. Tell them don't come back over there. Y'all not welcome. And it's not everybody. I seen the video. I seen how they were acting. And then some people like, well, they was being mistreated. And when you go to places, you need to look up the forecast, making sure that you are prepared if you are traveling. Don't go over there acting a fool and stop all that hollering. Don't do all that. They keep telling you, do not do that in other countries, especially in Dubai. They don't play that. They'll lock you up in a heartbeat when you yell at them. Because men, um, they don't play that. They mostly controlling. And that's what American men trying to do over here. But American men, they don't want to be married because they want to have this lifestyle of having multiple women, which you can get diseases from, right? Right. And that's why they tell me, oh, I don't like black women because they loud, they aggressive. No, you think that you finna put your hands on black women. You're not finna start beating me and no, you don't do that. We don't do that. Thank you. We don't want that in the US here either. About the negativity and the downfall. Now I do agree with that hip hop stuff. Yes, they done got these women crazy. They got them shaking their butt too much. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't appreciate us enough to get validation. Jaguar Wright said something, and she said that it became a marketing, the hip hop. Like they don't want uh black black Americans to be smart to know what's going on or what was the history. That's one thing nobody can never take away about Tupac. Tupac mother was a Black Panther. So she had him reading books, was had him into books, matter of fact. And that's why he knew how to communicate with women. He knew how to hold a conversation. And he just had that bubbly personality. Yes, he would get mad, cuss you out when you cross him, but you still can talk to him and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's not like Tupac. They want to be us. Yeah, they do. They do want to be us. We the blueprint of America. This is our country. They don't want to see us do good. Why y'all think so many black women were being laid off? And they trying to really slowly approach slavery again. They really are. And that's not right. That's what they trying to do. Hatred has a disease. And it's sad that we don't know how to love anymore, appreciate one another. We get over on one another. We don't like one another. And we kill. Excuse my language. Delete one another. I was trying to do my hair like Cardi B a little bit, but it's all right. At least it's curled, so I'm gonna have my hat on anyway. As long as that hair was. Now Fruitis, they this their 24-hour holding spray. That's some good one. Thank you, thank you guys. God of Egypt, was it Brian? Hi, how you doing? But yeah, but this is my finished look, Miss Cardi B. I think I nailed her makeup look a little bit. I think I nailed it. Um, but yeah, but I know 2026 is gonna be my year. I think God just showing me that everybody's not for me. People want me to fail. People don't want to see the good in you. Everybody had to be in this negative. People want to think that they better than you. Um, and that's why I just stay at home. I'm not lying. I do. I just stay at home. I don't care what nobody say. I stay at home. I do my YouTube. I do my work. And or I just relax. Why? I don't have friends. I'm not trying to be a victim or feel sad or I don't have friends. No, because that's the least of my worries. Because everybody just wasn't my friend in my early years, in my teens, in my 20s. I didn't have any friends. And it's okay. But God was just showing me that everybody's not meant to be in my life. He was showing me that there are a lot of fake people around me, snakes, females and guys. And I don't have to have no worries. I just don't. I just don't. But what I do would love, if it is meant to, if it is meant for me to be with someone, is I want a man to be strong-minded. I want him to not care what people say about me. If he want to ask, he can ask me and not hear it from others. Also, just being by my side. Thank you. You love your chocolate woman that, especially they hate. Well, you have to. It depends if you treat them right. You're not being disrespectful. You're not just trying to sleep with them, but you actually want to be with them and get to know them. Um, and that's what I want. I want somebody to get to know me, the real me, and not just looking at my body and just love me for me. It is hard to find people like that because you have people that mess it up for everybody. And especially in this day and age, everybody's coming out being wicked, being evil. You just don't know who to trust or who to run to anymore. You just don't. But I just ask, for God to send someone that is a really good person and that is respectful and family oriented and dress good. They can dress up, they can dress down. No sagging, and handsome, and just have a good communication, can make me laugh. We can talk for hours and really want to take me out on dates, surprise me like, come on, we going to go somewhere, this and that, just do fun activities with one another. It's not about alcohol, sex and that. I don't want that in my life. I want something that I can learn from someone. That's all. That's what I want. And I want a positive environment. You get tired of the negative environment, drinking, smoking, and people just acting negative. So when you have a light, people do get intimidated, and they just think the negative of you worse. And can you help that? No, you can't. You just leave people where they are. You wish people the best of luck, nothing negative. And this nothing negative that I am talking about on this platform today is just the honest truth. It's facts. People like me, we go through it and we just have to break away from it. Everybody go through their different paths. Everybody's not gonna be happy for you. You have to do things on your own. I started this YouTube channel on my own. I didn't have nobody to help me. I asked a lot of people to help me with jobs. They didn't want to. They lied. They acted stupid towards me. And it's sad, that people don't want to see their own people rise. But at the end of the day, I just been pushing through. I've just been keep going and just staying motivated. YouTube is my motivation because I can relate. I can talk to you guys, and that's why I like having my lives that I can actually see your comments. Actually, can see how you guys feel about a situation, and that's what I like to continue on doing. So, thank you guys for being on a journey. We're on a journey of transformation and healing. So I am in my healing phase, and yeah, I don't care what people think. They probably think I am better than them, or they think they better than me, or they because they know celebrities and or they out there, and that's fine. But I'm not jealous. You are jealous because you insecure because you don't want me to be around your friends or whatever. It's just the negative effect, and it's okay. It is okay. But you can watch me on my platform. You don't support me. You don't congratulate me. You're not trying to do none of that. Would I be mad if a guy tried to take me to Burger King? Okay, I've been down that road before when I was younger. I didn't mind. Um, it would be nice is if you set up like a nice little place, like you picked up the food, right? And little, just being creative with it. Like, okay, well, I want us to have Burger King today, you know, and like, okay, it don't have to be at a Burger King restaurant. It could be somewhere very nice, open. We talking, we can really hear one another listening and this and that. So, it just depends how it goes. Earl, you so funny. But no, it depends because people do still go to Burger King and stuff, and they go to a nice little place. They'll have it set up, and somewhere intimate, y'all can talk and hear. You don't have to be trying to talk over loud music. So it just depends on how the person is and how they go about it. So yeah, but I don't like Burger King. Yuck. Um, I really don't have a taste for fast food. I like Domino's pizza. I don't know. I used to love Pizza Hut. I used to love McDonald's when I was younger, but I really don't have a favorite food. I really don't. 'Cause I really mostly cook at home. I learned how to cook during the pandemic. So, but I'm finna go ahead and go, you guys, because time is moving and I need to make a little run before I go to work. But I hope you guys did enjoy my Cardi B inspired makeup look today, and I hope that the conversation that we had was really good and it wasn't nothing negative, but it was just something that I had to get off my chest. And I know we all going through a lot, and it's just that people get intimidated by you and the negativity. So it's like you're going through a spiritual warfare, spiritually diseased because people have that mentality. They don't like when people doing good, looking good, and people just had that mentality. Oh, she thinks she's better. No, it's just that I know better. I don't want to be an alcoholic, and I'm not being mean. I just don't. I don't smoke. That's just not me. That's not my personality. That's not my motive. That don't mean that I'm better than you, but I'm here to celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. And that made me think about Megan Thee Stallion, how she treated Chloe. She would try to make her drink, and Chloe was like, "No, I'm not gonna drink." She was trying to show out, and Chloe was like, "I don't care. I'm here to celebrate." Chloe did get up and dance. That's what I'm saying. Like, leave people alone. Everybody don't have to drink. Everybody don't have to be out there like that. So that's why I don't go to parties or nothing because people want to turn you out and mess your life up. That's what that is. And people just have that mentality thinking that you better than them. And it's sad because it's not like that. But that's how people are, so let it be. It is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Platinum? And yeah, so y'all continue watching my full length videos. Tomorrow I have a video that came out. This article came out yesterday. Yesterday. I think you guys will love it. So but yeah. So I will see you guys, and I gotta do my Ariana Grande makeup look. I just gonna go ahead and say it's Friday, and yeah. So I'm gonna be working it tonight and post that for Friday. All right. So don't forget to watch all my full long form videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also subscribe to Celeste Reacts. And I love y'all. Ciao.